Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I made my penny gazing ball. I'm just going to really quickly tell you what you need. You'll need some type of globe circular object. I used a round vase in this video. You could also use a round lamp globe or a bowling ball. If you do use a bowling ball, make sure to sand it so the glue can adhere properly. You'll also need a glue. Make sure you find a weather resistant one. This one, it says it's waterproof and it can withstand some heat. So I have this Gorilla Glue. E6000 could also work. And then I also have a sealant because I don't fully trust the glue to keep the, in my case, pennies onto the ball. You'll also need something to glue onto the ball. I'm using pennies, but you could also use like cut pieces of glass and make like a mosaic. You could also use like those little half round marbles, and they wouldn't be so shiny, but I've been thinking about using buttons. Maybe I'll make a button one. But yeah, ball, something to glue on the ball, glue, and a sealant. The other way to do it is you could use like grout and then seal the grout for in between. Instead of glue, it wouldn't be clear. It'd be more of a mosaic style. That's not what I'm doing today. I do plan on doing that in the future. But yeah, let's see how it goes and get started. If you have a completely round surface like a bowling ball or the other side of the lamp globe like that one, people use like a little thing of tape to set it on. Anything like circular and round that's big enough to hold it, you know, they set it on there so they can do their work gluing on or mortar and grouting on glass, marbles, buttons, pennies. I'm gonna do pennies on this one. Alrighty, I sped this up a ton because it takes a ton of time. I worked on this over a span of multiple days in little sections of the day. And honestly, I needed that break in between. It was going to be difficult for me to do this all in one sitting, although that is what I expected. Make sure you have good ventilation if you're doing it with glue. I just opened that window to make sure I didn't inhale too much of the fumes. A mask, you could probably use a mask. I didn't, but you probably should. Or have a good fan going as well as a window open is also a good idea. When you are gluing on your pennies or your glass or whatever you're using, for a while the gravity is going to work against you. The glue takes a while to dry, so as it's drying, sometimes the gravity pulls it down a little bit and your stuff won't be where you want it. It'll slide down. So take your time, hold it still, hold it, push it down, adjust it as you need if it does move. And eventually, if you have a good layer of pennies, you can flip it over and actually, start layering it that way. So the gravity is helping you kind of push it down into where they need to be. But to start out, it's kind of inevitable that they'll move around until you get a good layer of them. But yeah, I'm going at it, gluing them on. My cat's jumping up and watching the window behind me, little Nova girl. We have a lot of squirrels at our house, so the cats and the dogs like to watch them, bark at them. Yeah. As you can see, I started getting a good lump of pennies on there. It does take a long time. This was all in one sitting, but I did run out. I used a whole mix of pennies. I didn't just use one, like, shininess of them. I used old ones, new ones. I liked the variation, seeing all the years. And I like pennies. I kind of collect the older ones when I see them. If I see a wheat penny or a penny coin from a different country, I'm keeping it. So I did kind of spend some time looking through these pennies. I was also looking for like birth years. I thought it would be cool to have like all my family's birth years on it. Like, up at the top I have that clear flatter spot, and I was thinking dance break, dancing, wiggling around. But yeah, I didn't end up actually using the birth years because that would take so long, and I couldn't find my dad's year. I had I don't know, it took a long time, but I was searching, I thought it'd be a cute idea in case somebody was like, oh, I'm gonna inspect her gazing ball, I'm gonna look at it really close, and they're like, oh, I can see my year. But yeah, you could do something like that. I didn't. But here is about when I ran out of pennies the first time. I was about halfway, and I only had a few left, but it was no biggie. Some people helped me, and I got more. I went shopping too to get some more, but I actually didn't use as much, the cash didn't give me as much pennies as I wanted. Sometimes I feel like I use cash and I get more pennies than I want. Sometimes, in this case, I didn't really get as much as I wanted, not enough. But at this point, I was getting really excited. I thought it was looking really cool. I really love copper and how it looks, and I know not all of these are fully copper. The newer ones are weird zinc, but I thought it was looking very pretty, and it was taking a long time. But yeah, just a different angle of me gluing them on. This is how, it can't slide down as well. The gravity can't work against you when you have it like this, because it just kind of helps it all fit into place. So this part was a lot easier to do than the beginning. I will say, the closer you get to the end, the more exciting it is, and also the more easy it is, I think. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how this was turning out. And it wasn't that hard, it was just very time consuming. That's why I like the gluing method. I'm a little bit scared of doing grout, but I do plan on trying to make a mosaic one eventually. I just felt like glue would be easier, and it was turning out really cool. I liked seeing the little clear bits in between, having the light shine through it. So you could paint the inside of it. Here is the other one. This was the first one I ever made with glass. This one took a long time too, because cutting the glass, and here's what I sealed it with. I showed you before, and here's them outside. I'm not keeping them outside. I just wanted to see them, where they'll be in the summer. I need to get stands for them still, so I just kind of set them on here. But the light was so pretty. I can't wait until it's spring and these are shining in their full glory in the garden. Super proud of these, and it's as big as my head. No wonder it took so many pennies. And I'm also going to make a small one next, I think. We'll see. That is about all I have for now. If you want more of a tutorial style video, I am definitely going to be making more of these. I'm going to do another glass one, but with more of a warm color palette. And I also want to do a little one and maybe have them all kind of sit together in the same area. I am super proud of these. I don't know, if you're interested in seeing more, I definitely enjoy making them. It's just a little bit, it takes longer than I expect it to. I'm like, oh, I just gotta glue some on. It'll be fast. It's not always fast. But I think the result is well worth it. Look at how these shine in the sun. And I think for this penny one, I'm going to put there's little clear gaps in between the pennies, right? So I think some fairy lights to light it up. Maybe solar powered. I don't know if I'm going to use solar or battery powered. But because the bottom is, it was a vase. Still could be a very cool vase. But I could just put the lights in here and then have the cord for a solar powered stick outside of it, or maybe just battery powered ones and kind of cover this up so it doesn't get water in it or weather. Maybe with duct tape. We'll see. But I thought that could be cool for that one. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna make another one similar to this. Maybe one with more of these like half marbles. Oh my god. Some of these like pieces just shine like a mirror even though none of them are mirrors. I think it's like this blue one kind of has an iridescent on it. I think that's what's causing it. But I'm very excited to put them out in the spring. There's snow on the ground, but I'm thinking of it ahead of time. Let me know which one you liked more, the glass one or the penny one. I have a soft spot for copper, so I think I like the penny one a little bit more, plus it's bigger. But both took me a long time, and I hope you enjoyed watching today. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy crafting, thrifting, stuff me and Alex like to do. And hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and have a good day.